I'm going to talk about a controversial subject here, so bear with me. If you don't want it, scroll away now. Okay, so lately I've been watching the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, as a lot of people have been. And I used to really like the bobsled, which I still do. I used to really like the biathlon, which I still do. But more and more as I'm watching this, I'm really digging the cross-country skiing. You talk about incredible athletes. These folks, I mean, and I'm not saying nobody else is athletes, because they're all athletically inclined to do whatever they're doing in their particular sport. Okay? Without question, everybody in the Olympics and their sport are incredible athletes. Without question. I just happen to think the cross-country skiing is a little more well-rounded athletically, total body athletically. However you want to interpret that, okay? And that does not mean that anybody else is less than them. But here's the controversial thing that I want to get into. Summer Olympics versus Winter Olympics. The Summer Olympics, when you have, for instance, let's say we're talking track Olympics here, okay? Let's say we're talking the 100 meters or the 400 meters. They have all kinds of heats before the initial one, before the final one, I should say. They do a heat today, a 100-meter heat, and then they won't run again until tomorrow or the next day, so they have a couple days rest. Same thing with the 400 meters. And then you always hear, at least I always hear the commentators say something to the fact of, they rest yesterday. I mean, they raced yesterday, so they might be a little tired from the racing yesterday. Which always puzzled me. I'm like, huh? These are top-notch athletes, world-class athletes, and they ran 400 meters, which is at world-class pace. Yes, that takes a lot out of you. So they have to rest for a day, then do it again tomorrow. Now you get to the cross-country skiers who are doing the, was it the 5K, I do believe it was? 3K or 5K? I think it was 3K. They were doing the quarterfinals heats. Then they had like a half-hour rest. Then they did the semifinals, they did a half-hour rest, and they did the finals all in one afternoon. And no one ever said, well, these guys are tired. These guys are tired. They didn't have a day's rest. So my thing is, why can't the Summer Olympic guys do everything in one day? Why do they have to wait a day or two because they have to rest? How come it's not talked about in the Winter Olympics? It always puzzled me. And this year, it really is like, it's I don't get it. And also the swimmers. How many swimmers do they have multiple heats in a day? And then they had the finals in the evening. Same thing. I don't get it. And I'm not putting anybody down because these are top-notch athletes. But why? Why is it like that? Anybody can answer that? Would really appreciate it. I'd love to hear the answer to that one. So, hey, you got somebody who does the skiing, pass this along to them. You have somebody who runs on the track, pass this along to them. You got a swimmer friend, pass this along to them. I would love to see the reaction that they have with this one. Maybe I'm totally off base. Who knows? Anyway, pass it along. Okay? Ciao.